My child, stop scrolling. I have drawn you here, not by accident, but by divine design. What you are about to hear is not just another message. It is a turning point in your life. You have cried in silence, wondered if I still hear you. I do. I am speaking to you now. Before this video ends, you will know that your breakthrough is already in motion. But if you leave too soon, you may miss the very answer you've been praying for. Stay with me. I have something to give you that will change everything. This is not just tradition or ritual, not distant religious theory, but my living voice, faithful and tender, whispering hope to you right where you are. My child, allow my words to fall upon your spirit like gentle rain that refreshes parched land. As I speak blessing over your life, know that each blessing is not just spoken, but crafted for your healing, for your joy, for the deep peace your soul craves. With every phrase, I ease your anxiety, lift the sorrow from your shoulders, and breathe fresh strength into your spirit. You are deeply, unquestionably loved. I am present not just in the heights of inspiration, but also in the valleys where your heart aches. Nothing and no one can separate you from my steadfast love when you wonder if you are alone. Remember how a shepherd never abandons his sheep. In the same way, I care for you with tenderness. I restore the places within you that feel worn, lost, or broken, guiding you into green pastures and quiet waters. My promise to you is unchanging. In moments of trouble, I am your shelter. Even as darkness settles in, my hand, like a shepherd's staff, becomes your comfort and your guide. My protection is steadfast, and in every furious storm I stand beside you. When the weight of exhaustion or the shadow of fear settles in, know that my infinite love is the power that lifts you up. Just as surely as the sun rises after the longest night, my light will always break through, giving you hope and renewing your spirit with every dawn. I am with you always, yes, even now. Feel the assurance I pour into your soul, calming your heartbeat, nourishing your courage when you feel frail. I rejoice with you in your moments of happiness, walking with you through every test and uncertainty. The turbulent waters of your life cannot overcome you, and the fires you pass through will never burn away your worth. My presence is your shield surrounding you when nothing else seems stable, and it is my love that holds you fast. My child, believe in my power to reshape your life and watch as blessings you never imagined begin to blossom all around you. Trust in me. Allow my Holy Spirit to cover you, to fill you with wisdom and grace, to kindle hope and gently heal your wounds. If your heart ever feels lost, remember that I am your way, your truth, and the heartbeat of life itself. I am the door always open, leading you into blessing that does not fade. In my nearness, you will find fullness, satisfaction that no circumstance can steal. Peace so deep that it calms every last storm within you. My grace is the answer to every longing. And in my words, you discover the truth that sets you free. A truth that brings vitality to every part of your being. Do not let your faith waver. Take your stand even when others cannot see what I'm doing for you. Know with unshakable certainty that my promises are coming to pass, not just for you, but also reaching out to your family, covering them even when you cannot. Fear and doubt might attempt to draw you away, but every detail of your story is held in my hand. I carry your future, and my will is the map that faithfully guides you. Rest in my embrace. Rest in my abundant love, a source of blessing that can never be exhausted or stolen away. My word spoken over you is living and active, more powerful than any circumstance, able to make what seemed impossible into reality. In your life, miraculous things will take shape, surpassing all human understanding. As you draw near to me in sincerity and humility, my strength will pour out over you, igniting wonders and shifting the atmosphere wherever you go. No matter where you are, no matter how mundane or overwhelming a day might seem, Expect the extraordinary, sometimes great, sometimes small, but always filled with my presence. Each morning I will wake you with joy, lifting your heart, offering you my strong hand, guiding you onto the paths of purpose and goodness. Trials may come, and challenges may test your heart, but my love is your ever-present shield and fortress. There is no distance, no separation, no darkness that can keep you from my grace. Wherever you step, I am there blessing you. Others will see the work I do in your life, marveling at my faithfulness to you. Trust every step you take is guided by my hand. Every choice you make washed in my mercy. You are never unaccompanied. I am with you in each hidden moment, delivering you from dangers you may never even realize, shining light into every uncertain place. Along your path, I place my words of wisdom. Cherish them. Choose daily to be filled with their life-giving power. Nothing can defeat you, not when you remain close to my heart. Here you find the strength for victory and every needed breakthrough. Be courageous and determined. I will not let you walk in vain, and I will not allow you to carry the weight of shame or guilt. You are already cleansed and forgiven completely, not because you have paid for your freedom, but because I have fully and forever. You are free. My love has accomplished this for you. A love so strong and beautiful, it cannot be explained, only experienced and embraced. Do not ask for an explanation. Simply accept, feel, and welcome the reality of how deeply I love you. You who once doubted love's power because of wounds and disappointments, know that I am the Creator who came searching for you, eager to show you the depth of my affection. Understand you never had to climb mountains or cross distant lands to hear my voice. I am speaking here and now, gently touching your heart, bringing a love that is larger than your doubts. Even when you were reluctant or guarded, my affection persisted, so fierce and lasting that I will never let you be swallowed by loneliness or fear again. Embrace this new life I offer, a life not orphaned by solitude or crippled by anxiety, but enveloped in my care, propelled toward lasting joy. Picture yourself as a traveler on the wide ocean. My love is the wind in your sails, steering you toward a harbor of victory and fulfillment. Here, all the treasures of heaven are yours, and nothing can steal what I bestow upon you. If you truly desire change, you must let go of cynicism and disbelief. The voices that stoke uncertainty in your mind are there only because they fear what will happen when you draw close. And finally, witness my promises brought to life. My desire is for your faith to be simple, a trust that approaches me each new day, listening, yielding, letting me shepherd you to the places your soul has always longed to reach. In my presence, anxiety cannot thrive. Here your heart is steadied, no matter how rough the storms become or what bad news crosses your path. Yearn for the day you know me more closely. For every new measure of my healing love accepted without condition or struggle. You are known intimately, accepted and loved without limit. My love is not a transaction nor an obligation. It is who I am and the force that will transform your character at the root. No longer do you need to look at tomorrow with trembling or dread, because the spirit I have given you is not one of fear, but of love and power. Where emotional instability used to pull you this way and that, my authority brings steadiness. Anxiety and dread surrender, and in their place, my strength rises in you, solid and enduring. Today receive liberty. Stand in the truth of your real identity. You are my beloved, surrounded by my grace, shining with peace and blessing wherever your life unfolds. Strong and courageous, you are not condemned to a cycle of defeat or uncertainty, for I will never permit any process you endure to be void of purpose. Every struggle will yield a harvest, every trial a crown of joy. Your worth in my eyes is immense. No past mistake, no defeat can ever change how I see you or alter the destiny I have designed. the plans I have for those you love. Yes, even the ones who seem furthest away are unfolding even now. Do not let your heart grow weary by focusing on faults or wounds. Transformation is already underway, and you will witness those around you month after month being changed by my hand. Remain steadfast in prayer. Bring every concern to me first, and let my wisdom lead your every word and action. Even discipline, when it is needed in your family, should be guided by patience and my spirit, not anger. Speak with compassion, and I will help you nurture those you care for, leading your home into harmony and peace. I am with you from morning's first light until night's gentle embrace. Even while you sleep, I remain by your side, planting dreams of hope and purpose. With my spirit, you will rise each day stronger and more assured. Never will I allow a burden to come upon you that you cannot withstand. If weariness tries to overtake you, listen closely now. You can keep going, for I have already handed you the victory. Stand up, step forward, and refuse to be discouraged. Just beyond where you are now lies the reward for your perseverance, the fruit of your faithfulness, tangible evidence that I honor your commitment to press onward. When it seems you walk on serpents and scorpions, surrounded by voices of fear and spiritual darkness, know my authority covers you. Nothing in all creation can harm you while you rest in my love. Stand tall with confidence, knowing that every beautiful promise I have spoken over you will find its fulfillment. Your faith, this flame of confidence, pleases me deeply. Each new day is an opportunity for me to show you more of what I can do. I find joy in the strength you display, even in moments of silence, when I am watching you grow and contemplating the wonderful future unfolding ahead. Do not fear the process, the refining fire, the wrestlings and the setbacks. These are not meant to destroy, but to prepare and fortify you. Do not let unhealthy emotions or temporary afflictions bind you. Trust in the healing I am pouring into you now. I am your provider, your comforter, and the one who multiplies the work of your hands, giving faith and clarity to your thoughts. Above everything else, I place this conviction deep within you that my love will never abandon you, no matter how many times you stumble or hesitate. Your daily life, with all its surprises and new opportunities, is a journey toward greater victories. I delight to see your confidence shining from your face, your acts of kindness revealing to the world the true wonders I do within those who trust me. Remember, every challenge carries meaning and value. Hold fast to this path. I am with you always, breathing serenity and gladness into your spirit. I am Jesus, your closest friend, your ceaseless companion. I came not to judge or to burden, but to deliver, to heal, and to speak peace over you in every aspect of your story. You have endured attacks, challenges, and moments of despair, yet never have I left your side. You are never for even a moment outside the warmth of my embrace or the reach of my protection. Here in this quiet space, close your eyes and open your heart. Ask boldly for what you need, whether it is provision, healing, encouragement, or wisdom. Bring me the prayers for your family, the deep concerns you carry for those you love most. Remember always, my presence will remain steadfast through every high and low. I do not demand your perfection or your striving. I ask only your trust and your openness to receive what I long to give. If you feel weary or stretched thin, remember, I do not expect you to carry your burdens alone. When you cannot walk another step, let me lift you in my arms. I have done this already, lifting every weight, every shame, paying every debt, and crowning you with victory in the place of sorrow. My promises are reliable and eternal, sealed by love. My desire is not that you understand every mystery, but that you accept, feel, and cling to the love that is yours in this very moment. As I continue to unfold my plan, you will realize more and more that you are not waiting for blessing. You are living in it, and it will pour out from you to everyone around. I have not called you to a hidden solitary faith, but to be a light in a darkened world. Your faithfulness, your prayers, and your courage are seeds that I multiply. The humility and gratitude you display open the windows of heaven. Prosperity and wisdom will follow as you extend kindness, never expecting repayment, but loving because I first loved you. Do not let your heart be hardened by criticism or wounded by rejection. The world may misunderstand, but I see who you really are. Diligent, resilient, beloved. I planted seeds of hope in your soul, and every effort, every act of faith, every tear of intercession for those you care about is noticed and honored. Soon you will see the harvest, relationships restored, peace reigning in your household, my spirit uniting those who once were lost or far away. Let gratitude guide your actions. Cherish those who have supported you along the journey, acknowledging that nothing is earned in isolation. Just as you have been helped, so now be generous toward others. Every act of kindness further aligns your life with my purpose and results in provision, freedom, and increasing blessing for all you touch. As you live this way, you will find yourself rising above old frustrations, free from the grip of anxiety, self-pity, or discouragement. Delight in what I have done in you. Celebrate every step of transformation. Your hope will overflow. Your dreams will be revived. Your confidence renewed. Each trial has meaning. Each challenge an invitation to see my faithfulness more clearly. As the world responds with fear, let your trust in me set you apart. As a tree planted by streams of living water, never withering, always flourishing. Even when storms batter the world around you, my peace will anchor your soul. Eyes will look at you and see the evidence of my favor, serenity, hope, and purpose shining steady despite every hardship. People will ask where your strength comes from, and you will point to the one who has always been by your side. My child, your past does not determine your future. I make all things new. I am pouring blessing upon blessing, not because you have earned it, but because I delight to give good gifts to those I love. As you reflect on where you have been, recognize my hand guiding and sustaining you. The path ahead is bright. Come again and again to this well of living words. Here you discover not only healing for yourself, but the power to be a source of healing for others. Carry this love, this hope, and go share it. For what I give you is meant to be multiplied, that all may know and see that I am the God who saves, restores, and fills every empty place with abundant joy. There is a carefulness in the way I draw you close, a tender invitation that cannot be mistaken for anything less than love. I have searched the deepest layers of your heart, places even you have tried to hide, places shadowed by disappointment or fear, and I call you by name, not by your failures. You have wondered if your prayers disappear into silence, if your daily routines go unseen, if the private struggles weighing on you are noticed by anyone at all. Hear me, not a single moment escapes my gaze. Every sigh, every hope, every tear on your pillow has been counted. I have watched as you pressed on through days that felt so heavy when you could barely lift your head. And I was with you, closer than the breath in your lungs, singing words of encouragement you sometimes missed in the noise. Even when you cannot recognize my voice, I do not stop speaking to your spirit. I am persistent in pouring out my goodness, determined to reach you in the ordinary and the extraordinary alike. The world often speaks of earning worth, measuring love, calculating every mistake. But my relationship with you is not like that. I do not withdraw from you when you are unsure, nor do I hold back because of your past. Instead, I lean in even closer. I know every part of you, the dreams unspoken, the questions you are afraid to voice, the urges to give up entirely. Nothing disqualifies you from my affection. The pain you carry is not a barrier. It is an opening, a place where I pour hope, where discouragement has settled, and bring light into corners dulled by disappointment. If you feel unworthy or unseen, understand that I see you and love you as you are, not as you wish you were. My invitation is not to perfection. It is to honesty, to presence, to letting me walk with you exactly where you stand today. I know the stories you tell yourself when you are weary, stories that the world is passing you by, that your efforts mean nothing, that closeness to me is reserved only for those who never fail. Let me rewrite these stories. I am not seeking flawless heroes, but willing hearts. Hearts made soft again after being hardened by the trials of life. I gather every fragment of your story and weave it into a tapestry more beautiful than you can imagine. What feels lost, I redeem. What seems wasted, I restore. Your mistakes are not the end, but the beginning of new mercy. Even in your confusion, I am gently steering you forward. Even when faith feels fragile and hope dimmed, you live in a world that asks you to prove yourself at every turn. You carry burdens that sometimes threaten to steal your joy. My hands are strong enough to hold what is too heavy for you. You were never meant to carry it all alone. Come as you are tired, hopeful, uncertain, longing for more. You do not have to know the way forward. It is enough to trust that I am leading you. I have never left you wandering aimlessly. My plans are filled with kindness and purpose, uniquely shaped for the deepest needs of your heart. In the silent spaces when your worries become louder than your prayers, I am there. Sometimes all you can do is whisper my name, and that is enough. I am not grading your words or waiting for the perfect prayer. I care far more for the longing of your heart, for the honesty in your weakness, than for polished speeches or grand gestures. I hear what you cannot say aloud, the ache for belonging, the secret dreams you've buried, the quiet prayers for your family, your future, your peace. I hold all of them gently, and I am guiding you, unfolding answers sometimes slowly, always wisely. When others do not understand or misunderstand, I see you clearly. My gaze is gentle and true, not one of condemnation, but of deep compassion. I know the effort it takes to get out of bed, to be present, to love others, even when you feel empty. I see the small acts of kindness you extend even when your own heart wants to retreat. I am proud of your courage. What feels insignificant to you is precious to me. The little offerings, the silent endurance, the moments you choose, love over bitterness. These are holy in my sight. Let me show you what I see in you. There have been times you wondered if you missed your chance, if you took the wrong turn, if you will ever find your way back. My love does not depend on your perfect choices. I redeem detours and recover lost years. My compassion is vast enough to turn what the world calls failure into sacred beginnings. Where others might see shame or regret, I see a canvas for redemption. Do not count yourself out of my promise. I am still writing your story. I am wonderfully patient, waiting with you as you grow, picking you up when you stumble, never tired of calling you forward. Do not fear the unknown places I might lead you. Where you see risk, I see invitation. There is much more I want to show you, but I will not rush you. I lead with gentleness, allowing you to trust one step at a time. When you cannot see the road ahead, lean into the certainty of my presence instead. There is no wrong question to ask me, no limit to what you can bring. Every anxiety, every longing, every confusion finds safe welcome with me. My delight is not diminished by your doubts. I draw you closer through curiosity and longing. As you search for more of me in the hidden places of life, if you find yourself at the end of your strength, know that you are in exactly the place where my power is revealed with greatest beauty. Stop striving to prove your worth and simply rest in who I say you are. beloved, chosen, carried. It is in your exhaustion that my grace becomes most tangible. I do not despise your weakness or impatience. I promise to meet you with even greater tenderness. When the path is unclear and your heart is anxious, I remain faithful. I am your shelter and your song in the middle of every storm. Where the world shouts for your attention, I speak quietly but surely, reminding you of your worth and purpose. My words heal places of discouragement, breathe life into a tired bones, restore dreams thought impossible. Each day is another page in the story we are writing together. A story anchored not in your ability to hold on, but in my promise never to let go. Whatever comes, you are never alone, never overlooked, never beyond the reach of my care. Let hope rise as you remember that I am holding you, working for your good, and leading you into peace that surpasses understanding. Let hope take root, not just in what you can see, but in who I am to you. Even now, while you read these words, a gentle invitation moves through your heart, an urging to believe again, to risk vulnerability, to entrust yourself to the one who loves without condition, heals without shaming, and leads with perfect wisdom. Draw close to me. Everything you truly need is found in my presence. There is a quiet courage I am drawing out from within you now, a strength you did not know you possessed because it flows from my own heart. Sometimes the loud voices of despair and insecurity have almost convinced you that your life is limited, that your potential is too small a flame to ignite real change. But I remind you now, within what seems like everyday routine, I have planted seeds of purpose that cannot be trampled or stolen away. You are not measured by the world's shifting standards. You are weighed in my love, which sees beyond every failing and looks into the best and the truest of who you are in me. When circumstances test your endurance, it is not to break your spirit, but to reveal where I have already forged resilience and tenderness. Allow me to show you how my power is perfected, where you feel weakest, not by ignoring your pain or pretending you have no need, but by teaching your heart to lean into my embrace in each moment. Imagine the day opening before you like a field yet untraveled. Step forward unafraid, for I go ahead of you, preparing places of peace and unexpected provision. When old fears rise, do not run from them. Bring them into my light. Let me name them, disarm them, teaching you to see with faith and not with eyes clouded by yesterday's wounds. When the pressure to prove your worth becomes heavy, remember that I delight in your being, not just your doing. You were never meant to bear the world's burdens on your own shoulders. Even when you stumble, I am not disappointed in you. I draw nearer still, guiding you with kindness back to the purpose I have for you. There will be days when assurance feels far away, as if the sun itself refuses to rise. In these times, simply let my love be your warmth and my promises your light. Your tears are never wasted. Every heartache is noticed, every silent longing heard. I gather all that seems broken, and with the gentlest of hands, I make beautiful mosaics of what was once in pieces. You are not a random collection of events or mistakes. I see how all things, your laughter and your sorrow, your fear and your triumph, are weaving together a story that reveals the depth of my faithfulness. Even now, I am inviting you to recognize small signs of my presence. The laughter of a child, a quiet moment of beauty, a sudden whisper of hope. These are not accidents. They are reminders that you do not walk alone. As you open the eyes of your spirit, you will find my fingerprints in the least expected places. Learn to find joy in simplicity, to rest when you want only to strive, to trust the mystery of what I am shaping in and through you. I am calling you not just to endure, but to flourish right where you are planted. Your prayers are precious to me, not because of eloquence or ritual, but because each one is the voice of my beloved, reaching out with trust. When you cannot find the words, know that I understand the language of your tears, your sighs, your silent pleas for help or gratitude. I am closer than your breath, and my answer is never delayed. Sometimes it comes in ways you do not anticipate, through opportunities disguised as challenges, through relationships and experiences that stretch your willingness to love and be loved. Trust that all things are being guided by hands that never grow weary, by a wisdom deeper than your confusion. There is more to your life than mere survival. Hear me whisper even in the clamor. I have designed you for abundance. Not always the abundance the world measures, but the richness found in knowing who you are to me. Your life is sacred ground, every morning a fresh invitation. I do not wait for you at some distant finish line. I am in the present, rejoicing with every step forward, supporting you when your knees are weak. In suffering, I share your pain. In joy, I magnify your laughter. In longing, I draw near to fill the emptiness with myself. There is nothing you could do or be that would ever cause me to withdraw my presence. Let me teach you the difference between striving and surrender. Striving is the anxious effort that comes from believing everything depends on you. Surrender, on the other hand, is trust in my goodness, even when the path makes little sense. It is the rest that enters your spirit when you choose to believe I am truly caring for you. Even when you see no immediate sign, as you develop a habit of turning your worries into prayers, handing over your need to control, your heart will grow lighter. The burdens you carry become easier when you place them into my hands. You may wonder about your place in my story, questioning if you matter in the unfolding vision I have for this world. I assure you there is an irreplaceable space that only you can fill. Nothing distracts me from you. My attention does not wander, nor does my affection cool with the passage of time. You were not a last-minute idea or an afterthought. You are cherished, seen, and intended from the dawn of creation. Your voice is unique among the chorus of humanity, and I delight in every note you offer me. Whether your worship is loud and celebrated or quiet and solitary, I receive it as a treasured gift. I see the dreams within you that have not yet awakened, the passions buried by disappointment or neglect. I hold them gently, breathing new life. As you are ready to receive, do not measure your worth by the visible accomplishments of others. Your journey is unlike any other. The path I have marked out for you is meant to teach you of my faithfulness, not to compare your pace or progress with someone else. Trust me enough to wait with hope, to move when prompted, and to celebrate even the smallest advances. Your story is still being written with love. Times of silence may cause you to doubt my care, but silence is not absence. Sometimes I am quiet because I am working deeply, rearranging things you do not see, protecting you from what would hinder your flourishing. In stillness, I grow your capacity to hear me in new ways, to trust my heart more than your senses. When you do not have answers, let my character be your confidence. I am always good, always near, always active in your life. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is overlooked. If you find yourself returning again and again to the same struggles, do not lose heart. Growth is often a slow unfolding, not a sudden leap. Each time you come back to me, open and honest, you are being transformed. Whether you feel it or not, I delight even in your stumbling steps because they are steps toward me. Remember, I am more patient than your fears allow you to believe. My mercy renews every morning. You are invited to begin again as many times as needed, without shame or reluctance. When you forgive yourself, you are agreeing with my grace. My love releases you from the cells of regret. Stay close to me today. Allow my voice to hush the storms within. Where your heart is restless, let my peace settle upon you like a soft and steady rain. Let the certainty of my unchanging affection hold you fast, so that, whatever tempests may rise, you know you are secure within my care. There are seasons when you peer within and wonder if your longings and dreams truly matter, whether your hidden fears are noticed or understood. Dear me, every desire and every shadow in your heart is fully seen by me. Nothing about you is concealed. I am neither a distant spectator nor an indifferent passerby. Every part of you, the bold and the quiet, the strong and the trembling, rests fully within my attentive gaze. You have tried before to show only your best, approaching me as though you were a little braver, a little more faithful than you truly felt. Yet I am summoning you to truthfulness, to bring the real substance of your soul into my presence. Even your disappointments are safe with me. I will not turn away from your struggles, nor will I belittle your smaller victories. Every step you take toward healing, toward hope, matters to me profoundly. Your path has not been a straight line. I know the times you circled back to old habits, believing you had failed beyond repair, listening to that heavy whisper insisting, "You will never change." That is a lie. I have never weighed your worth by your performance. My love does not flicker because of setbacks. Instead, I invite you to walk beside me, to let my love prove itself stronger than shame and more enduring than the patterns of fear. Healing does not always arrive as the instant breakthrough you imagine. Often it comes slowly, quietly, through the daily turning of your face toward me again and again. Each day you choose me. Even when your faith feels small, the roots of my life press deeper into you. You are invited to release what you cannot manage. Bring me your burdens, the matters you carry in secret. You were never intended to shoulder them alone. I am not asking you to become strong so that I can love you. I am loving you so that you will discover my strength is enough. Lay your head upon my assurance. Rest in me like a child. Rest confidently in the arms of a loving parent, never doubting your safety. There is no condemnation woven into my embrace. All I ask is a willing trust that I am working redemption out of what once appeared to be only loss. At times you want to see the conclusion from the beginning. You search for assurances and signs that everything will unfold as you hope. My ways may be mysterious to you, though never to me. I hold your life with careful hands, guiding you even when you do not understand. Every delay and every detour holds meaning stitched through it. Nothing is wasted. I turn disappointment and confusion into soil for seeds of new life. My vision for you stretches far beyond your immediate desires. I call forth identity from the deep places, crafting purpose out of what seems shattered. Do not undervalue the quiet strength being fashioned within you now. When you speak kindness to another, resist the old patterns that attempt to reclaim you, and search for my nearness in the ordinary. These are not small things. The world insists that significance belongs to the spectacular, yet I behold glory in your daily faithfulness. Faithfulness is not a performance. It is a hidden river, cutting deep channels into the landscape of your life. You grow radiant simply by keeping close to me, allowing my light to saturate the everyday with meaning. You may gaze back on your past and see failure casting shadows across your hopes, but the wounds you have known are not wasted in my hands. I do not erase your story, I redeem it. The bruises, the missteps, the broken fragments, each is transformed by my gentleness into a mosaic that tells of hope and renewal. What once felt like shame becomes a testimony to my faithfulness. Do not listen to regret when it tries to convince you that you are chained to yesterday. I have not finished with you. Remember, a reservoir of my presence is available to you at all times. You need not wait for a perfect moment or ascend to some higher spiritual plane. As you are, even in confusion or weariness, you can turn your heart toward me, like reaching a hand into the dark and finding mine already there. I meet you right where you stand. My nearness is not a prize for the holy, it is my joy. My promise is to never leave you alone, even when you feel overwhelmed or uncertain. The world may roar with turmoil, but in me you always have a home. Let me lead you when you cannot see the next step. Trust that my wisdom surpasses your understanding. When you feel the onset of chaos, my counsel remains steady. My words become a lamp for your path, revealing just enough for you to move forward. Progress can look like a single fragile step at a time. Even the smallest faith movement is precious to me. When you are exhausted, lean upon my promises. I have not asked you to sprint ahead, only not to give up. Joy waits to surprise you. I delight to reveal goodness to my children. Laughter and beauty are gifts I long to renew in your life. Do not fear that the harsh season will speak the last word. I am the author of unfolding chapters. Night always yields to morning. Your sorrow does not escape me. I gather it, understand it, and hold it with compassion. Know that even the tears shed in the loneliest hours are seen and remembered. Nothing is squandered, not even pain. You do not travel this road alone. My presence goes before you, walks beside you, and keeps watch behind you. I place companions along your path who encourage and challenge you. Receive those I send as gifts from my hand. Let love, not isolation or mistrust, be the bond that holds you together. Where you fear vulnerability, remember that I am your cover. In opening your life to others, you reflect my own heart. Welcoming, restoring, and giving. Hope does not disappoint when it is anchored in me. I steady your trembling hands. I kindle courage when you feel faint. When you cannot see the future, cling to what you have already glimpsed of my faithfulness, and let that witness become your assurance. The goodness I have shown before is only a beginning. My gifts to you were never wages for effort, but expressions of relationship. If doubts press in, bring me your questions. I am not threatened by uncertainty. I embrace your honest searching, your wrestling. The relationship I offer is not one-sided. I have room for your anger, your confusion, and your deepest desire to understand. Walk with me even through the wilderness of doubt. I am not impatient. I am with you in the process, drawing you closer with cords of loving kindness. Above all, know this: you are loved now, without condition and without delay. Nothing you do can make me love you more or less than I already do. Let this truth be the ground beneath your feet, the melody in your heart, the banner above each day. When sorrow presses hard upon your chest, know that I am not far. In the quiet chambers of your life, where no one else can enter, my presence waits, gentle and alert to every sigh and every tear. I see what you hide from others and even from yourself, the loads you think are yours alone to bear, the thoughts that stalk the night, the wounds that seem too deep to mend. I know them all. Nothing about you is hidden from me, and nothing you face is too minor or too massive for my care. Rather than resisting the flow of my love, invite me into those tender places. Let sorrow become an invitation to encounter, and struggle an opportunity to deepen trust. You often measure your worth by what you accomplish, by the opinions of others, or by how well you think you are doing. Yet I name you my beloved before you lift a finger. The voice of comparison tries to construct a barrier between us, whispering that you must achieve, perform, or earn approval. But my love does not bend to human scales. When you feel invisible or unimportant, hear me again. You are the delight of my heart, chosen before time and called by name. The stories others tell about you do not define you. Even the narrative you tell yourself is smaller than the one I am unfolding through you. Peace is not an absence of conflict, but the presence of my assurance. When storms churn in your relationships or your emotions crash like waves, anchor yourself in my constancy. I am not shaken by the swells that unnerve you. Even now I whisper calm over your soul. Let my peace guard your mind and heart in all circumstances. It is not a peace you manufacture by effort, but a gift you receive by resting in my faithfulness. Where you feel compelled to strive or defend yourself, I offer you a better path. Yield to my gentle leading and discover the safety that comes from being shepherded by perfect love. Sometimes you carry anger, guilt, or disappointment and think they prove how far you are from perfection. Yet I do not recoil from your humanity. I draw near. Bring me your pain, your regrets, your longing for things to be different. Honesty is welcomed, not punished. Lasting transformation is born of surrender, not secrecy. Like a gardener tending tender roots, I handle your vulnerabilities with wisdom and patience. There is no reason to wear a mask before me. I have seen you in every light and every shadow and pronounced you precious. Entrust to me the whole truth of your heart. It is easy to grow weary along the road, particularly when the scenery seems unchanged. Perhaps you have prayed many times for the same thing, waited for answers, or hoped for breakthroughs, only to meet silence or delay. Do not mistake apparent stillness for my absence. I am at work in places unseen, preparing you for what you cannot yet imagine. The seeds sown in faith are not forgotten. In my time, I send rain, growth, and abundant fruit. Endurance in waiting shapes your soul far more deeply than quick fixes ever could. I honor every step of faith and every whisper of prayer, and I am not slow, as some count slowness. I am patient and precise, weaving every detail together for your good. I see your relationships, strained places, misunderstandings, and the ache for connection. Where words or actions have wounded you, let me pour on the oil of healing. Forgive as you have been forgiven, not as a sign of weakness, but as participation in the freedom I secured for you. My mercy does not stop with you. It is meant to flow through you. When reconciliation feels impossible, remember that I am the reconciler of all things. No breach is too wide, no history too knotted for grace to overcome. Release to me the responsibility for others' hearts. Keep watch instead over the posture of your own. Sometimes your inner self-talk is harsher than any criticism from outside. You rehearse failures, entertain doubts, and replay scenes you wish you could undo. Do not allow those voices to drown the hope I have given. I see the span of your journey, the missteps and the courage and the learning, and my judgment is never condemnation, but invitation. When discouragement attempts to settle, let my words be louder. You are loved, guided, upheld, and never abandoned. Lean on the help of my Spirit, who intercedes in weakness and strengthens you in every test. My affection is not diminished by your struggle. It fuels my continuing work in your life. As you move forward, uncertainty will arise, yet fear need not be your companion. Courage is not the lack of concern, but steadfastness in spite of it, knowing you do not walk alone. Honor your limits, but do not let them set the edges of your hope. I am the one who makes all things new, who carves rivers through wastelands and gives strength to the weary. Every limitation becomes an invitation to witness my sufficiency and partner with my possibilities. Pay attention to the nudges of my Spirit, who will guide you step by step when the broader way seems hidden. Treasure the small moments, for I am present in them, turning the ordinary into sacred ground. A kind word, a quiet act of service, a generosity no one sees. These are the seeds of my kingdom. Do not despise them as insignificant. As I multiplied loaves and fishes, I multiply what you offer, no matter the size. Faithfulness in small things builds capacity for greater purpose. Even as you seek meaning in grand gestures, do not overlook the holiness woven into daily living. I am no less involved in your smallest decisions than in your greatest dreams. Walk with me in the dailiness, and watch as I bring significance to each choice anchored in love. When you struggle to believe in your transformation, remember that I am more patient than your timelines allow. I see the growth beneath the surface, roots traveling deeper, character being refined. The process is as precious to me as the outcome. Do not measure progress only by what is visible. Trust me to nurture what is hidden, even in seasons of pruning and waiting. My promise is to bring to completion the good work begun in you, shaping you into a distinctive reflection of my heart. Let courage arise, not in the confidence of your own sufficiency, but in my unwavering commitment to you. As you keep walking with me, you will feel the soil under your feet shift and change. Some days it is firm and reliable, grounding you in my love. Other days each step feels unsure, and you wonder what I am doing or whether I am even near. Hear me again. My presence does not waver. Even when clouds of confusion gather, I remain beside you, guiding with a wisdom deeper than your doubts. Rest assured that I see the terrain of your journey, the valleys that seem too deep, the mountains that appear impossible, and the narrow passages pressing you from both sides. Through it all, I am not just watching. I am intimately involved, weaving purpose into each moment, working good from every fragment, even those that seem broken or lost to you. There is a quiet strength in learning to trust, not only when life runs smoothly, but especially where you are unsure. Trust grows in the audacity to hope when hope seems unreasonable, in the courage to take my hand when you cannot see your next step, when fear whispers that you are alone, that your efforts are wasted, or your prayers unheard. Remember, my heart receives every word and every silent longing. I gather your tears and hold them near, turning sorrow into seeds of greater joy. When you offer me trembling faith and lean toward me rather than retreat, you make room for me to accomplish what only I can do. At times you look across your life and see only the limits, weaknesses, old failures, unfinished dreams. You wonder whether your moment has passed, whether I could truly use you as you are. Listen, I delight to take what the world discards and exchange it for beauty and purpose. Your imperfections do not repel me, they welcome me in. In weakness, my strength is made perfect. I see who you are becoming, even when you cannot. What you label delay, I call preparation, an intricate weaving of patience, perseverance, and character that will bear fruit at the right time. You are not on hold. You are being formed for what only we can accomplish together. Learn to view waiting through my eyes, not a barren desert, but a sacred classroom where roots deepen, where muscles of trust are stretched and strengthened. I am more intent on forming your heart than in accelerating your timeline. Trust that my timing is flawless, that I waste not a single moment of your life. The story I am telling through you is unique, purposeful, and essential to the tapestry of my kingdom. When you release the urge to compare or compete, you are free to walk the path I selected just for you, held by my affirmation, not driven by the anxiety of measuring up. Throughout your journey, you will hear voices that condemn or fuel anxiety. Sometimes they rise from within, fed by memories and old wounds. When shame tries to stake its claim, lift your face toward me. In my presence, shame loses its grip. I rename you, beloved, accepted, whole. Bring me your regrets and your raw pain, because I am the one who makes all things new. I break the chains of condemnation and trade your anxiety for peace that stands guard over your heart and mind. My child, receive this peace as your inheritance. Let it take down the walls of self-protection you've built. Draw near and breathe deeper, knowing you are safe in me. When the world insists that worth must be earned by perfection and performance, fasten yourself to my truth. You are valuable because you are mine, formed by my hands, treasured beyond measure. Nothing you do can make me love you more, and nothing can make me love you less. My affection is not transactional. It is faithful, steady and unchanging. As this truth soaks into your bones, striving loosens its hold, and joy rises simply from being my beloved. From this safe place, your actions flow not from obligation but from delight, from the overflow of my love filling you and spilling out to others. I know love can feel risky, especially after disappointment or injury. To extend grace, to open your heart, to risk caring deeply. These are acts of holy courage, and I honor them. I am with you in every kindness, every forgiven offense, every small step toward reconciliation. Do not harden your heart out of fear. Let my love tend the tender places and empower you to love boldly as I have loved you. And when you fall short, my grace lifts rather than accuses. My forgiveness is prepared before you even ask. Take hold of it and begin again, not weighed down by yesterday, but renewed with hope for tomorrow. There are seasons when the burdens you carry feel crushing, settling on your shoulders and seeping into your thoughts. Bring your burdens to me. Do not believe the lie that you must solve every problem, fix every person, or carry loads beyond your call. It is my joy to lift the weight, to bear what you cannot, to supply wisdom and strength for each day. Lean in and let me be your rest, your refuge in the storm. Open your hands, loosen your grip, and watch how I provide. Sometimes in unexpected ways, always with your good in mind. As you entrust your cares to me, you will discover new space within, space for laughter, even amid uncertainty. Space for gratitude in small, overlooked moments. Look for my fingerprints in the ordinary, because I am present in the details, the kindness of a friend, the beauty of a sunrise, the consolation of my spirit when you are alone. Every moment is an invitation to encounter me. Practice gratitude before the breakthrough. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. This habit of seeing me everywhere will steady you in storms and remind you that your story rests in hands both gentle and strong. Let prayer become conversation, honest and unguarded. I do not require eloquence or ritual, only your presence and trust. Speak to me as you are about whatever weighs your heart. I am not impatient with your questions or irritated by your doubts. I welcome your candor, your longing, your need. This intimacy is your true design, relationship over rules. As you come near, you will learn the sound of my voice, distinct among all others. A voice of kindness, guidance, and hope, never of condemnation or fear. Let my words shape your inner landscape, silencing lies and strengthening what is good. Your heart has opened wider, even while tremors of uncertainty linger. In quiet moments when fatigue floods in and old wounds whisper familiar untruths, I am still holding you, forming something precious within. My love does not run dry while you struggle forward. In your confusion and weariness, my rivers of grace flow most freely. You do not need to see the entire map to trust me for the next step. When your limits feel close or fear says you are too broken to continue, remember, my power is most visible in the cracks. The world celebrates strength without vulnerability, but I choose to meet you in humility, to lift you in the hidden places where others may not see, yet where I am most at work. When waiting stretches long, you may think nothing is happening, that your prayers echo unanswered. All the while I am nurturing seeds beneath the surface, hidden yet alive, pressing through unseen resistance. Every sigh, every tear shed in frustration or longing is caught in my hands and sown into hope. I am skilled at redeeming every disappointment and unexplained delay. My ways may seem mysterious, but behind every silence is loving intent. I am inviting you to trust. Your faith is being refined like gold, purified by the steady heat of my love, stripping away everything that dulls your brilliance. In my presence, you need not pretend courage. Honesty is the doorway to healing. Bring your questions, your doubts, your weariness, even your anger. there is room for all of you in my embrace. I am not threatened by your longing or your skepticism. I see to the core and know the ache words cannot express. My closeness is not reserved for the unwavering. It is a gift for the honest and seeking. When you speak, even in broken sentences, I listen like a father cherishing his beloved child. Your story does not disqualify you. No mistake and no misjudgment can erase the identity I have written over your life. You belong to me more deeply than any circumstance. Your name is engraved on my heart. I see how the patterns of your past tug at your faith like knotted roots, tempting you to believe you cannot escape what has always been. But hear me, I uproot what binds and make space for new growth. Your history is not a curse that determines your future. The inherited pains, the old failures, the memories that stalk your sleep, through them I am weaving liberation. Nothing is so tangled that my hands cannot unwind it. No night is so long that I cannot call forth the morning. My light reaches even the locked rooms where shame has made its bed. Throw open the windows to me. Let my breath fill the empty corners where you settled for disappointment. You wonder what fruit could possibly grow from the soil of your weakness. Yet I designed you to flourish in ways beyond prediction. Unexpected beauty is emerging from seasons you least expected to yield anything. Watch how I use struggle to deepen compassion, failure to widen humility, and loneliness to birth a truer connection with me and with others. Nothing is wasted, not even the days you felt faithless or far from me. Even those days become stones in a foundation that will shelter others. I am the God who turns water into wine. Whatever you bring, however ordinary, becomes extraordinary in my hands. Perhaps broken promises have made you hesitant to trust people, or even me. I understand every bruise, every disappointment you carry. In a culture of quick fixes and easy exits, I am the steady presence you can lean against. My promises are never made casually. Every word I speak rests on my unchanging nature. Though you falter, I will not break faith with you. Where others reversed course and left you, I step nearer in your time of need. My loyalty is not withdrawn because you doubt. I refuse to measure your value by victories. I hold you by unwavering affection, love older and deeper than the stars. Remember, you are not alone in questions or struggle. Your path is uniquely yours, yet always within reach of my comfort and wisdom. Rest when you are tired, for rest is not defeat. In gentle solitude, I am as near as your own breath. Lean into my whispers, subtle reassurances that meet you in the quiet. With every heartbeat, I speak love over you, patiently inviting you to see yourself through eternity's lens. Your life is precious, even in its imperfections. The smallest act of trust is significant in my kingdom. There is grace for your unfinished questions and for your longing to do more than survive. I am not disappointed by halting steps or by moments of retreat. I invite you again and again to return. Return to love, return to hope, return to the truth that my arms remain open regardless of your wanderings. The story I'm writing with your life is less a ledger of failures and successes and more a love letter etched with mercy on every page. Allow yourself to be surprised by peace that defies logic, peace that bubbles up from my hidden springs. You do not need to earn my delight. Even now, in waiting and in questions, I celebrate the courage it takes to hope one more day. If you knew how the smallest spark of hope ignites celebration in heaven, you would marvel. I have counted your sacrifices, your whispered prayers, the love you've shown through hardship. The world overlooks quiet faithfulness, but I call each faithful step a wonder. Your path is never invisible to me. I walk every stretch beside you. Keep lifting your gaze toward me. Let me enlarge your imagination with possibilities of more beauty, more joy, more meaning ahead. My invitation is never revoked. In weakness, uncertainty, and vulnerability, I prove the constancy of my love. Will you trust that my hand is steady even when you cannot see what comes next? In the fullness of time, every seed sown in faith will bear fruit. Questions will meet their answers, and weary hearts will be refreshed. You are learning to see through my eyes. Though sometimes what you see unsettles or confuses you, the events of your life and the surrounding noise of the world can make everything seem broken beyond repair. You may wonder where I am, how I am moving, whether your prayers rise past the ceiling. Trust that nothing escapes my notice, no breath, no tear, no jubilant shout or wordless sigh. I hold every moment, every soul, every struggle in a love so constant it cannot be measured. When you cannot see the unfolding of my plan, when darkness crowds close, I remain the light that does not dim. My wisdom is not the world's wisdom, yet I invite you to lean close and rest in the assurance that I am weaving beauty in ways not yet revealed. Your heart aches for victory, for clarity, for the fruition of promises spoken in quiet hours. Weariness may tempt you to ask whether the journey is worth it. Hear me. Blessings line not only the destination, but every step we walk together. I do not assess your worth by success or by visible progress. I celebrate courage that hopes, willingness that trusts, and resilience that rises after each fall. In your simplest prayers and smallest acts of faith, I see a beauty that captivates me. I choose what seems weak to showcase my strength, and I regard your honest efforts with tender care. Do not compare your pace with another's. I walk with you in a way that is entirely yours, teaching lessons in every valley and on every mountain, staying close in both triumph and trial. Lower your walls before me. You were not made to hide behind a mask of self-sufficiency. Surrender is not failure. It is a doorway into communion. When you release the illusion that you must manage everything alone, you create space for me to move freely in you and around you. My power fills the places where your ability ends. Do not fear your humanity or your limits. I cherish your dependence on me. Through it, you enter the mystery of my sustaining grace. The world may praise control and independence, but my kingdom is built upon trust and humility. The more you yield, the more my spirit flows. The more you rest, the more wonders I work within your soul. Remember, too, that you cannot love others well without receiving my love for yourself. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. Let me fill you with what only I provide. A love patient with your process, gentle with your wounds, fierce in its commitment to you. As my affection heals and renews you, loving others becomes overflow rather than obligation. Forgiveness grows easier when you grasp how quickly I forgive you. Compassion awakens as you recall how I have comforted you. When criticism or rejection stings, hide yourself in the truth that in me you are chosen and accepted. Out of weakness, my kindness shines, and your life becomes a quiet testimony of mercy that invites others into hope. Silence with me is precious. In your rush to do and achieve, do not neglect the gift of simply being. Much of your deepest healing and clearest guidance arrives not through striving but through stillness. As you sit in my presence, fear loosens its hold and anxiety ebbs into peace. When the world pushes you to produce and perform, retreat with me. Let me remind you of your worth apart from achievement. Listen for the gentle whispers of my spirit, leading you into purpose, clarifying confusion, breathing new dreams into your heart. You are not alone in your uncertainty. I delight to walk with you through it. Even in your pain and disappointment, I remain near. No suffering you endure lies beyond what I have carried. No place is too dark for my light. When doors close and prayers seem unanswered, hold fast to me and remember, nothing is wasted. In the soil of disappointment, I plant seeds of resurrection and unexpected life. Hope in me is never misplaced. Even when hope aches, I gather every sorrow, redeem every loss, and draw rivers through wilderness you thought would never bloom. You may carry regret for choices made or paths untaken. My forgiveness covers not only your actions, but also the hidden burdens you bear. When guilt and shame hiss that you are disqualified and unworthy, tune your ear to my song of acceptance. You cannot rewrite the past, but you can place it in my hands. Watch me craft beauty, even from ashes. Do not live bound to yesterday's mistakes. I call you forward into freedom. Each morning is a fresh beginning, drenched in mercy. Walk in the grace I give today, and let the past loosen its grasp in the presence of redeeming love. Lift your eyes beyond the storm. Learn to look past temporary afflictions and fix your heart on the enduring reality of my presence, my kingdom, and my unwavering promises. What you see is not all that is. I work in hidden places, cultivating miracles in you and through you. Even when understanding is lacking, trust my character. I have never failed. I will not fail you now. Anchor yourself in the certainty of my faithfulness, and let hope be the melody that carries you forward one step at a time. As you journey deeper with me, your desires will shift. You will crave less the applause of others and more the gentle affirmation of my gaze. The world's opinions diminish as my truth becomes your compass. I delight in your company, in your prayers, your worship, and your daily choices to seek me first. No act of devotion is too small to move my heart. Even when you stumble, my love pursues relentlessly. Never as a judge, always as a shepherd, longing to bring you home. My invitation stands open. Bring me your whole heart, its dreams and disappointments, gratitude and grief, longing and questions. I made you for communion, not performance, for relationship, not empty routine. You are wanted, welcomed, cherished, my beloved. Keep walking with me, leaning on my strength, discovering the depth of love that has no horizon. You have journeyed this far with me, and my words have settled into the quiet chambers of your heart. As the path continues, remember, you are never beyond my sight or my reach. I see every longing you carry, every hope that flickers, every sigh when days feel heavy and nights run long. Let my embrace steady you as you step forward. Fear may rise, but it cannot stand against the force of my love and purpose for you. When you question whether your efforts matter, know that even the smallest act offered in faith is gathered into my storehouse of grace and ripples far beyond what you can see. When you want to withdraw or hide, when loneliness aches or regret presses in, invite me near. I am gentle, eager to mend what is broken and restore what is lost. I delight to walk beside you day by day. My grace is not a distant promise, but a living stream, moving through your thoughts, your dreams, and even your disappointments. Each time you trust me over your doubts, my strength rises to meet you. You are not required to be perfect or to possess every answer. Set down the compulsion to fix it all, and open your hands to receive the mercy I am always pouring out. In simply turning your heart toward me, you discover true freedom and peace. The hope I plant within you is not grounded in circumstance, but in my steadfast faithfulness to finish what I began. Pause and let assurance sink deep. You are cherished, not for what you accomplish, but for who you are, a beloved reflection of my heart, brightened by my abiding presence. I send you forth not alone, but as one intimately known, fully loved, and empowered by my Spirit. The same hands that raised the mountains and set the stars also cradle your life, guiding each step and catching every tear. When the world's clamor threatens to drown my truth, let my whisper be louder than the noise. Lean into the hope that never fades, the hope that stands when all else shakes, the hope that is found in me alone. You belong to a larger story that spans time and eternity, and there is no safer, surer place than the center of my will. My invitation always remains: walk with me, Speak with me, rest in me, and your soul will be renewed again and again. There will be days when your faith feels small. Remember that even a mustard seed placed in my hands moves mountains. When you fall, come quickly to me. I am patient and full of compassion. When you rejoice, let gratitude rise, for every blessing streams from my love. Do not live captive to opinion or shadowed by the past. Live as one made new, carrying the light of hope wherever you go. As you step into the days ahead, do not fear the unseen. My presence goes before you, and I surround you on every side. Trust my perfect timing. My plans cannot be overturned. Your story is not finished. New mercies wait at dawn, and fresh joys are prepared for you to taste. Hold fast to the promises I planted in your heart. They will bloom in their season, and nothing can hinder what I intend for good. When you stumble, let my hands lift you. When you grow weary, rest against my heart. Know that I am invested in the unfolding of your life, attentive to each detail and eager to see you flourish in all I have envisioned. This word was not a coincidence. It was my appointment with your soul. If your heart felt peace, if your tears flowed freely, if you sensed my presence, then know this: I have more to say. Come back here often, not just once, but daily. For each time you return, I will pour more oil of healing, more strength for the journey, more clarity for your path. Subscribe now, not to a channel, but to the flow of my voice. Turn on the bell, not just for notifications, but so your spirit awakens every time I call. Leave your prayer below. I see it, I read it, I respond, and I want this space to become a well of living water, not just for you, but for others who thirst. Share this word, for someone you love is hanging by a thread, and through you, I will reach them. And until you return, remember, I am near, I am working, I am blessing you in ways unseen. Come back, your next miracle awaits. Amen.